Behold, behold, behold. Excalibur, Excalibur,
What is up? Happy Friday. We are back. You know what time it is. When it's Friday, it's live stream time. What is up, Fonz? What is up, Willow Beats? If you're new here, I go by Excalibur Zero, the music producer you can grow with. And what we do is we listen to your music and we tell you why or why not it may fit for television or sync licensing in general. I have 6 years of music supervision experience and 8 years of composing experience, and I like to share that knowledge that I learned over the years to help the producer and artist community get to that next stage of their music career, which is hopefully quit that job that you don't like doing so you can focus on the music that you want to make. And I strongly and firmly believe, just from my experience and people's experiences around me, that sync licensing is that route. So this stream is dedicated to helping anybody who wants to submit music through the Discord. You can submit it through the Discord link, which is in the description below. You go to the live TV placement song critique section, drop your song, I listen to it, I get feedback. Or if you just want to flex your music, just play your music on the stream. You got some new tracks you've been working on, even if it's not for sync licensing you want to share, we welcome that too as well. What is up, my boy Alan? Happy Friday, Alan. Hope you're doing well, brother. It's been a minute since I heard one of your tracks, Alan. We got a few submissions already up and ready for this week's stream. I think we ended on, we are starting with Your Boy. Your Boy's the first one today. He said, shorten up the intros and work on the drums. Let me know what you think. All right, Your Boy, let's get it. So Dropbox links, and there's 3 tracks. What is up, Charismatic? Nice. This is a good structure that you have. Definitely hear the improvement as far as how you have everything structured. That intro is nice and quick. You got that nice B section, and then that A section that comes back at the end has some more drive to it. Definitely fits that 80s feel, and I feel like the 80s feel that it fits has like this activities feel. Activities is usually like, think about a TV show when they're going out and they're doing actual stuff. So sometimes, let's say a reality TV show, let's say they're doing a competition show, and then there's a segment where they're doing like 80s stretching or 80s dancing, and they have like an 80s coach. Everybody's dressed in 80s. Think of like Love Island or something. The tracks that would be playing in the background would be like this. I think something that you could do though is get that punch on the kick or the low end a little bit heavier, just to build that energy a little bit more. But everything else sounds pretty solid. I think it has a good energy to it. It has that themes 80s feel. Let's listen to this next one. It's 140 BPM, but that one has good pace for dialogue. What is up, Q Below? Happy New Year. What's good, Samba? Happy New Year to you as well. Meeting in Albert. Oh, okay, it's Wayward. What's up, Wayward? What is up? What's up, YIM? My boy Charismatic. Everybody, the whole gang's here. The whole gang is here. Hope you guys had a good week so far. My bad. What's up, God A Music? Bless up. My bad, guys. Nice. I was sick. That has like a nice nighttime scene opener type of feel, reflective scene opener type of feel. Everybody's getting dressed up. It's going to be a relaxing, nice night out, maybe some cocktails or something. They're driving to the bar that they're going to be chilling at on the TV show. That's the song that will be playing in the background. I really like that one. Nice punch to it, nice drive, nice elements as far as the sound selection. Clean work. We got one more from the homie. Yo, boy. Dope work, man. That was a good one too. That's a good scene opener for sure. That one works for like reality TV. The first keyword that comes to my mind for that is like glam. So anything that has like reality TV for like housewives or anything with girls and they're glamming up, that has a good feel to it. Like the sound selection, the bell and everything like that, the drive, the punch, and the drums almost have like that Harry Styles 80s vintage feel to it, which is like which is pretty trendy. So that's dope. Q Bello, you got to get me used to your name, Wayward. I said, you remember the movie Drive? Is that the one where the car crash happens and there's like the police officer shows up to help the girl, but he had like pulled him over for with Terrence Howard? Is that movie? Cause my homie did the music for that show, for that movie back in the day. But yes, solid work from the homie, or yeah, from your boy. Nice work. I really like that you have your own style and it fits very specific for it fits actually not very specific, but it fits a range in your own style as far as like the 80s vintage almost feel to it, but it still works for sync, which is dope. Oh, Ryan Gosling. Oh, okay. I don't remember that movie. All right. Who we got next? We got Samoda Sounds next. And what is up, Focal Point? What's up, Marlon? How you doing? Happy Friday, man. This one's called Happy Time by Samoda. Let's get it. Oh, you sent this one already. I remember this one. Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, Happy Time, you already sent. Rise and Shine, you already sent as well, which is this one. You haven't sent The Journey yet, though. There's already two things, Samoda, I can hear with this that you can do. Like, this will get placed. This style does really well for reality TV and stuff like that. It feels happy, feels good. That feel-good music. Two things I think you should do is, one, get rid of that violin because it's very, like, kind of harsh and distracting. And I think the melody of the chords from the piano and the low-end piano that you add in does enough, I feel like. Or if you do something as far as a lead, you want to do something that sounds a little bit softer and less upfront, I guess. You don't want to upfront. And another thing is, if you speed this up, this is a really good scene opener. Like, speed this up like 5 BPM. Let me see where it goes though. Add some pauses and stuff too. That way it breaks up the track a little bit. Dropouts. Let me hear something with your hi-hats. Okay, you dropped it. Nice. Yeah, you already have another piano that comes in that acts as a lead. I think you should get rid of the violin. Speed this up like 5 BPM. This is a solid track. I want to see if you changed up the B section on this one. Sounds like you did. Nice work from the homie Samoda. What's up, Revision? Oh, you applied the feedback. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. You dropped out that hi-hat, that thing, right? That I said. And then the other one had the violin in it. Oh, this one's sped up, I can tell. And then clean up that 808. If you clean it up a little bit, it'll make the mix sound a little bit cleaner. Yeah, the speed of this one's good. It has a happy, good feel. Like, that stuff does really well for sync, for activities and else, or for scene openers for sure. It really opens up the scene, gives it that feel good vibe. Nice work from the homie Samoda. What's up, Danny? Danny. Charismatic thinks it sounds so much better. Indeed. All right, next up, we got the homie Color Parade. He said, this is a lo-fi alias I worked on the side, and just wondering once again if this would have a place in TV. Was thinking things like this might be too chill. I really aim for a lo-fi girl label. Okay, let's see. I've had lo-fi placed before, but it's not super common. It depends on the context and the type of placement. This is nice. This is fire. I love this. That was fire. I love that track. Nicely done from the homie Color Parade. Yeah, does it have a place in sync? For sure. From my experience, the lo-fi that I've got in place has been on like the shows where they're showing like different, let's say like Airbnbs that are really nice, and it's like a cabin out somewhere in the woods, like Big Bear or something, and they're like showing the different like rooms of the house of the Airbnb, and it'll show you like the price and stuff like that. The tracks that are playing in the background are like lo-fi and stuff like that. That's where I personally place, but I feel like this has like good ad potential, like for an ad, or just like think about like the Calming app, or like Headspace app, and they're promoting they're promoting the app, and they have a commercial in the background. The music in the background will be something like this as well. Feels like a pillow on your ears. That's what it felt like. Beautiful. Chill, yeah, chill for sure. Very chill. Nicely done, Color Parade. Next up, we got the homie Q Bello, aka Wayward, who changed his name. 3 tracks for today's stream, and he got the disco link. He's ready. On the Chase. Mostly done. Couple notes on this one. I think that this has like a good, like almost like light tension, like very light tension, or just very neutral underscore type of feel. There's not too much direction as far as where the emotion lies, which is good, really good for beds or underscore. Beds are usually used for TV shows when it's just very when they're just talking over it, where there's a lot of dialogue, which leaves a lot of space for the dialogue, and this has a good spacing for it. There's not too much like emotional direction, which is good. I think that those tracks place a lot, so I think that's really good. I think you could speed it up though a little bit for that case, because usually they have a little bit more pace to it. So if you just speed it up a little bit on this one, I think it would be fine. The next thing is that I like this guitar that you have, this little crescendo guitar. I think it's from like Native Instruments. But it cuts off right there really abruptly. I would fix that. That way it doesn't just sound like it just ends out of nowhere. If you have trouble, like if it's like the last note and it still rings out like that, I usually use automation and I'll cut it right on the bar. Because I've had that problem before with Native Instruments, the sessions guitarist or whatever it's called. And then I wouldn't even be mad if you brought that little crescendo guitar back right here. All right. Like right there or something, and to drop out like the bass or something, just to have that breath like that. It'll bring up a lot of space. You take out that bass right there and you put that guitar, and then at the end you just add like a shaker or something. Just add like a little shaker to really bring it into that sting at the end of that track. And lastly, just mix too. That way you have room. Your guitar and your bass, everything has room. And I feel like that one has good potential. Let's listen to this next one called Upbeat Time Lapse Music. Now 10 BPM might be too fast for that. I'll do like 5. Up right here. This one has good placement potential, man. This is a solid one. I think that this one's like tells a story almost to it. Think about, let's say, this one's called like you put upbeat time lapse music. When I heard this, I just thought like of a feel good family movie where the child like starts hanging out with the grandpa or something like that, and they start going through all old memories, and they see their similarities between the kid and the childhood of the grandpa and stuff like that. It was telling a story to me already. It was giving me it was already putting a picture to my head, and I think it's perfect. You have a lot of good changes in here. I don't have too much feedback. I think that's something to be cool just because you have the drums. Your drums are pretty much playing the entire time, and you have these nice little congos that you use. I think if you dropped at like, I think it was like somewhere around 118. I don't know the exact bar, but I heard it. Like around, let's just say around here, like 118 or so. Just drop out those drums and just keep those congos. That's just going to leave a little bit of space and change the story of the track a little bit, and then it's going to bring the track right back in when you have those drums. right there in that hook. Those drums should come right back in right there. But like for 4 bars or something, if you drop those drums and just let those congos play out with that piano, I think it'd be clean. But nicely done. X gonna turn into a film director soon. Nah, man. My job was like, when I first started out with Sync, my job, and you can look this up on YouTube, if you put signature tracks keyword tutorial, was doing metadata. So I would have to sit there and I would have to listen to each one of the tracks in the library. There was like thousands of tracks that were being submitted. So each quarter there'd be a catalog of music. I would have to go through that catalog and I would have to put a description for every track. I would have to put like keyword tags, like most common keywords like glam or female empowerment or, underscore, whatever it is. And I would have to go through all those tracks and listen and write those keywords. And I think at the time I'm like, man, I don't want to do this shit. I'm just sitting here listening to tracks, just writing down stuff. But then I realized like that really helped me like listen to Sync more, like listen to the music on TV and stuff. Cause I had just started with Sync and I was trying to get my spot on the roster. So that really helped me like kind of understand how music is used. And then obviously later on I became like a music supervisor for the company where I was going out and helping the editors pick out the music for the TV shows and the ads and stuff. So that also helped me as well. But that's a good one right there. Wayward. That's probably one of the best Sync ones I've seen you turn in. Good potential. Next up, we got Wayward or Q Below with one more. This one's Mr. LC Comes to Hang. Another family one right here. You guys are roasted in the chat, but you guys understand this shit places all the time, especially on TLC. It's family, that family fun type of vibe. A lot of people watch TLC, and TLC pays well. TLC pays really well. I'll make stuff like this too sometimes, just because I know that it's like a good check. This is a solid track too. I don't have any notes on this one. That's a good track. And Wayward, or I'm gonna keep calling you Wayward. Honestly, Q. I think Wayward just flows naturally to me. I've noticed before, like in the past, we'll be on the stream, right? And somebody will play a drill beat and I'll talk about how drill beats do well, whatever. And you'll be like, oh, maybe I should start focusing on this. No, I think you should focus on what you're doing right now. Like this stuff that you're making, these last 2 tracks especially, that first one was solid, but these last 2 tracks especially like fit for Sync really well. So if you feel comfortable making that stuff, and I know you make ambient music too as well, if you feel comfortable making that stuff, double down on it because it places. It does well. But if you only if you like it. If you don't enjoy making that, you're just making it because you know it's a placement guarantee. Like I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would recommend starting from a place where you like creating and what flows naturally from you when you're creating. But I feel like that works all day. Lighthearted, perfect keyword right there from your boy. It fits well. That stuff places on TLC like Outdaughtered and all that other stuff. Family by Derrico's, those type of shows. That stuff works all day. They like stuff like that. I'm just trying to figure out places to email. You got the whole library directory list. Yeah, if that's a fun track to make it. There's nothing wrong with that. It works. Commercial, Mr. Robinson said, facts. YM said, think I'm going to start submitting to Sync libraries next week. Should I sign with the PRO like BMI before that? Yes, definitely. You could do PRO or you could do BMI or ASCAP. ASCAP is $50 to sign up with them. BMI is free. I couldn't tell you the difference. I don't know if there's any rule difference. Both of their objectives is to go out and collect any syndicated royalties, performance royalties for you. So I don't really know if there's a difference. I've seen people switch, but I'm not sure why. I've seen a lot of people switch from ASCAP to BMI, but I'm not sure why. I saw Chikara showed up in the chat. What's up, Chikara? What is up? One track a day. I like that. I made these between Monday and Wednesday. Yeah, let's go. Keep that consistency. Even if it's just Monday through Wednesday every week, you're turning in tracks. That's consistency. Your boy said I'm learning. Yeah, you are. You got the you in the ear. All right, let's get it, man. Let's keep going. Liking the vibe today. There's a lot of different variation here. We have some lo-fi, some really good sing stuff, some happy upbeat stuff from some Moda, some 80 synth vibe. Next up, we got the homie Denny. New beats here, second iFix. Let's get it, Denny.
Denny Beats, man.
Okay, Denny, improving. I see you. Denny, started to find your sound now. I see you, Denny. Starting to find your bounce. Let's go, Denny. This is definitely an improvement from the last couple of ones you've been submitting. This one's definitely more in key. Like 808's actually matching the key of the track. Your bounce is nice. You got some switch ups. I see you with the variations as far as dropping out the drums right here. That 808 got a nice bounce to it. I like how the open hats have that like counter rhythmic feel to it. Let's go, Denny. Let's listen to this next one. You put movie type beat. He's only 13, but when he grows up, man, he's gonna be nasty. I'm telling you right now. Okay, Denny. Oh, the 808's out of key still. There's only a couple notes with the 808 out of key right here. It's not every note, but it's like one or two. Oh, that was nice. Like a little vocal chop you added. This was a lot better. A lot better, Denny. I only hear one or two notes that are out of key. The other notes sound like they're in key. Better, way better than the last one. Good improvement. I see you working, Denny. Let's go. This first one, you said the mix. I would get the kick and the 808 punchy in the front just because of the style of music. And you could do that by turning the other instruments down a little bit, getting that kick up, and then adding a soft clipper to it if you're using FL Studio. And when you use a soft clipper, you usually mess with the threshold knob. Let's see. I can't really tell. I think you're panning, which is good. I think I can hear the hi-hats to the left, the open hat to the right, which I like. Yeah, just get that kick and 808 in the front. Mixing is always going to be something you're going to be working on like for the rest of your career. Everybody works on mixing to improve. There's never a perfect mix. Mixes that we thought were so clean back in 2000 now sound outdated. So it's always going to be improvement. Nicely done, Denny. I remember that the whole 808 was out of keys. Yeah, it was. It's way better now. The classic clipper. Which one? I know T-Rex had a clipper that was free. All right, next up we got the homie X.E.L.O. He says, what's good, people? Trying something new out of my comfort zone. Americana _ type of tracks. Let me know what you hear. Okay. Is it smooth? Smooth so far. This one has good reality TV feel to it. This type of stuff gets placed all the time. Only note I can hear is probably the claps. I feel like that clap kind of sounds doesn't match the feel of the track too much. And usually these type of tracks have like real hand clap type of feels to it. So even if you layered it with the real hand clap, just like record some hand claps that you have, or just like look up some that are just real hand claps, layer that with that. I think it'll sound nice. Just layer it so it's not too quantized. And just literally record in your microphone some claps with the same clap that you have, and do a couple takes of it and just layer them all together. That way it's not all quantized and all on feel, because this type of stuff really it's not too quantized. It's more so flowed naturally. But the guitars and stuff sound nice. The instrumentation is nice. I love the hi-hat. I really like that kick too. That was a good kick selection for that track. Let's listen to this next one. This is _ Chasing Love. Nice. This was solid. That's probably gonna get placed in my opinion. I don't think that haze fit though, the vocal chants. But I mean, that can just be done with the stem. You could just use a stem to get rid of that. Like you use it with the full mix with the haze in there, and then a stem with no background vocals. Other than that, this is dope. This is a solid track. I think that'll work. Nicely done. I wanted to hear something real quick. Yeah. I was trying to hear what kind of claps I used for something that I made that was like that style. But it's just like a regular clap. Alright, word. Next up we got the homie Fonz. This one's called Luminescence. Luminescence. This is fire. Oh my That was beautiful. That was crazy. Fire, but the rhythm feels. I think it's supposed to feel like that. I like the rhythm. I couldn't even bob my head to. I was trying to. And I'm like, dang, this bounce is way different. But I feel like it's intentionally made like that. This feels like some new generation AI type stuff. Like I could hear this in a virtual reality like set. You playing a virtual reality game or something. I feel like that would work in a lot of different contexts. This is a good trailer. This is dope. The sound selection, the sound design was ridiculous. All right, Q, have a good one. Yeah, that was fire. You said, which type is this? I agree. What would you consider that, Fonz? That was dope. I feel like that could work for sync for sure. Let's put this little planet. I like that little planet one you put. All right, next up we got the homie Simba. My bad, I messed up your name earlier. This one's called Too Much Jazz. Off type beat, okay. guitar effect is fire. I like that. It's a little switch up. I like that. Dope, man. That was different, but I like it. Simba with the little effects in the background was clean. What did I saw a comment I disliked right now. Oh, this feel like it would fit in. Feels like it would fit in Euphoria. I like that one. I feel like that's a pretty accurate response. That definitely has like a scripted series feel to it. Nicely worked from the homie Simba. Next up, we got the homie YIM. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a couple tracks that he made recently. Called In My Heart. So clean. Bro, this dude YIM is on another level. There's so much versatility with his tracks. That was ridiculous, bro. I don't even know what to say. That was crazy. next level production skills right there. Let's play this next one. Oops. Hey. Oh. So I was thinking 2X has a video game feel to it. YM's gonna be one of those producers who like TV shows reach out for to produce like their own soundtrack, the whole TV show soundtrack, like Labyrinth. Honestly, Don there, Mike. That was clean once again, Mike. Next up, we have Trip Fontaine. Quick tune off the upcoming project. Not done yet. Let me know what you guys think. If I should add some more instrumentals to the beat or leave it as is. Do you make your own beats? Say the word. Say the word, Trip.
Stop trying to save our love. Babe, you're no avenger. The sign says do not enter. Yet you still proceed. There's nothing you will find here. The shelf is truly empty. I'm no longer in stock. Stop wasting your time. You're not on my mind. Me, I'm doing fine. And I tried to save you from the pain, but hey, I'm no avenger. You're wounded, now you're injured. The sign said do not enter. And
I came in perfectly.
You proceed. There's nothing you will find here without you right next to me. And
What do you guys think? He said, "Do you guys think we should add instrumentals or instruments or more to the beat?" I don't think so. Just because it's like a ballad feel and your vocals kind of dictate where the track goes. And I think the drums came in really nicely. I don't think you need to add too much to that as far as instrumentation. I don't know what else you're gonna add to it as far as vocals, but I think it sounds clean. Nicely done, good ballad there, very catchy, nice melody. Feels like an anthem. Can hear that too, like a ballad anthem. All right, we got YM for another one. It says, "Song I got sent this week. Sample is mine." Okay.
Hey, yo, band some yo in time. Skeletons in my closet, I ain't even rolling my weed. Just puffing the jet when I'm up at the stool, probably when I'm back at the crib. Pulling back on my chains, sometimes it treat me like a slave. These feelings don't ever obey, nigga, I'm just trying to put you on my wave. Yeah, we pushing P with the gang, rolling on my sleeves when I dance. Now we pulling up to the bank, yeah, you better get involved with the plan. Bet on you that you slept on a nigga, rendezvous with the bag in the case. Tell my mama this shit is a game, and my soul is a player. You know if we relate, I go back on the pedal. But you hitting the brakes now. Top dog, you a greyhound. Fast money, no day, huh? Yeah, we grind and we work every day. By the time they be screaming my name, you fuck with my bag and end up in the case. I'm a villain, in the mirror looking at the illest. Now I'm up on your face, turn it up with a pack every day. Put a $250,000 on my chain, no, I want handle business. It's a little different, get along with it. Never thought that I'd make it, but losing my shit, running out on my patience. Got a bitch, yeah, she bad, that shit bougie. We hop out the back, cause I know that you naked. Just for the rest, I'm a home with the fragrance. Pat on my back, know the cash I've been waiting. Matter of fact, I'm amazing. Been through hell while you stuck in the matrix. Let your mate nigga get on the wait list. Pulling back on my chains, they can yank in the deck, but I get what I want regardless. They call it my middle name. My life is a silhouette. It feel like I'm in a haze. Quarterback on my ops looking for a chain. Tell your niggas I'm up in a bigger cage. International dog, I'm a knit race, 6 feet tall. No BC out boy like I'm Lil Wayne.
You got me in the building. They call me Weezy, baby. If you're nasty. Yeah, it's poppin'. As you know, or what you might not know, I just made 24, September 27th. I'm gonna get back to that date later on. CEO, Young Money Entertainment, well-known artist in what y'all call the rap game, hip-hop. You should know me.
Oh. That's album worthy right there. That's a solid track all around. That track was fire. I love this little breakdown he did too when he made the Lil Wayne bar.
They call it my middle name. My life is a silhouette.
That line was fire too when he said, "My life is a silhouette," and then he said silhouette in the background.
It feel like I'm in a haze. Quarterback on
Baby.
the dog, I'm a knit race, 6 feet tall. No BC out boy like I'm Lil Wayne.
I was fired. This little outro, whole production. The whole production is clean. The vocals are clean. His rapping is clean. The melody switch up too that he did was clean. That track is a fire track all around. Very good vibe. Next up, we got Lil Frey. Okay. All right, nicely done. I have a couple of notes on this, but this was made for reality TV. Definitely has that reality TV vibe. Has good placement potential, nice energy to it. Only thing I think that you could do is probably take out that hey and that string. I don't think you need that hey or that string in the background. think just the elements you have with like that synth that you introduce with the brass hits, and the little ARP that you have in the background do enough for the track where you don't need to add too much. And I think taking out that hey, because it's that hey is pretty much almost the entire track, and then the string kind of take from the beat. They don't add. I don't feel like they add to the beat. I feel like they take from the beat. And if you're leaving more room for dialogue, right there for this track is fine. And I think that this is a good like drama or a scene opener type of feel. This fits for scene openers or drama, music, and TV, reality TV specifically. All right. What is up, Deserto? Is it Deserto? Hello. All right. Next up, we got the homie Ahachu. This is a cinematic.
I hate you.
I knew somebody's gonna put that.
I hate you.
Nice. That was dope. Somebody said Stranger Things. I knew somebody was going to put that. Chikara. Yeah, I agree. That was a dope switch up that you had too. I think the one thing on this one is probably getting that low end a little bit cleaner because it competes with the track. Mostly on your pad or your string that you have that's here. I think it's a pad. Dope work though. I like that one. I hate you. That's what your name? That's what the tag said at least. Nicely done. Next up we got the homie Ransom X. This one's called Superhero 2.
You know why we pulled you over? Nah, because I'm black, see? That's right.
Smooth. smooth. Ransom, this one's smooth. I don't know if this will fit for TV because of samples they use, but nevertheless smooth. Nicely done. Hope you get a placement with them. I think that would fit for micro licensing that you had. That cinematic track, I Hate You. I feel like that would fit for micro licensing indeed. Mr. Robinson's next. Hey, Mr. Robinson, I see you put it in the right place this time. I see you. Let's get it. That track that you sent last week was fire. That I listened to after the stream. Let's listen to this one.
Mr. Robinson, producer.
This one's really hard. This one's really harsh on this mix. Like the high hand's very, very bright. Mr. Robinson, I recommend going back and fixing the mix because I don't know if it's a mix or the mastering. Almost sounds like it's mastering because it's a lot of squashing on the low end, and then like the high end's very bright. I would go back and fix the mixing, and then some of the sound selection. Like the beat is there as far as the energy and the style you're going for. It definitely has a fight night, sports type of vibe. I would change that string to something that sounds a little bit more current too as well, because this string has like a very early 2007 feel to it. I like the intro though. I like the way you brought the drums in and stuff, but I think the sound selection and the mixing is two things I would work on, and then even use some reference tracks for the arrangement. I always show this on stream, but I'm going to show it again for anybody who hasn't seen it before. I recommend, if you're looking for some references to see how this would fit, to go on this website and listen to some of the tracks on here and see what kind of vibe they have. Because let's just put, let me try. Let me just see if I can put UFC. Because this company works with MMA and stuff like that, and Fox Sports. All the extra stuff that's going on, you don't have to really worry about, but pay attention to how the person structures it. Let me see. I don't like that example. To be honest. Like little stuff like that, the dropouts. Let's listen to a different. This is like 2 EDM. This one's better. This is what I mean. How he dropped the track out and stuff like that. There's a lot of room for dialogue. So let's say they introduce the Fight Nights fight. They tell you who the card is, who they're talking, who's about to fight. They're bringing up the energy and the anticipation of the fight. This is going to show the show cards and like the stats and their height and their arm length, all that stuff. And then right when this part drops out right here, where it's the verse section, is when they're going to be talking. And I say that because your track, if you listen for it, there's no part really where it has that room where it drops out and leaves room for dialogue. So you kind of just add and keep adding elements into the track. I would have a teaser of the energy of the track, of like the main elements, and then introduce those tracks you want to, or those instruments you want to, and then introduce those instruments you want to add to the end. Like right here, it should just be that snare hitting with the brass hits or something. but then you like add strings and bells and stuff like that. Kind of like this. Even strip it down more if you need to. See, it's like very light right there. There's not too much going on, even though it feels like it, but it's just a lot of room for dialogue right there. That's what I mean by that. Hopefully that helps, because I feel like that track has potential. It's just about getting it in the right direction. Appreciate the love. Okay, no problem, Ransom. If you take the samples out, yeah, that has like a sync potential. Nicely done for Mr. Robinson. I think you just fix those. You're on the right track. Next up, you got the homie Chikada.
Late beats, this go crazy.
Chikada.
It's just smooth. I like this. I like that one Chikara. That's very smooth and mellow. This one's called Passenger Seat. So I've been working on Seek. It's all right. All right, Mr. Robinson, have a good one, man. Thanks for coming through.
Late beats, this go crazy.
Chikada.
Yeah, his tag is fire. I love his tag. I want to hear this bridge. Nicely done, Chikara. Those are two bangers. I feel like the second one would really work for sync as well. Next up, we got the homie Zadi. He said, bro, can we submit something? You can submit tracks like this as long as it's not to sync. If it's a remake, let me hear. Like to the stream, yeah, it's fine, but to sync, probably not.
And they're trying to hit my line, and I really wanna hit them. I ain't got no fucking time. Yeah, these stupid pussy bitches finna switch up on a dime. With the cash, with the women, they don't fucking lose their mind. I just want some loyal brothers making money, trying to grind. But y'all just wanna talk, man, that shit's so hard to find. If you want the something, we gon' get the parts of my niggas for nothing. Shoot you in your house, we can get the top of now, but the discussion on the block, trying to shoot you in your stomach. Show 'em gang blood, show 'em gang cut, throw it up, niggas, show 'em how we coming. All my niggas working, all my niggas talking. How would you feel like, feeling like the four, I feel fantastic. Which one would you be though? Mr. Fantastic, cause I'm money like elastic. Burberry tracks like coke, you smoke oregano, I smoke it on Nick Cat. I'm a Bieber, you know, when I win my dick out, she said you big, got that man. I want everything that we said, I don't say I'm wrong. I was through the west and yet I'm still his daddy shot. Step into my line, you'll let 2 seconds and you're gone. Demons in my play, I feel the west on my side. The bitch won't say, nah, I'm finished. Fuck me personal, I don't feel it. Is you with it? Show me your titties. Ugly sauce can now come kick it. Ooh, all black Lambo. Amber bitch in my Versace sandals. Got a new bando, look like Castro.
Yo, this music video is crazy.
I've been doing your mess. Can't keep my dick in my pants. My bitch don't love me no more. She kick me out, I'm like, bro. That bitch don't wanna be friends. I give her this, I'm mad. She put her 10 on my dick. I got my wrist about 10.
That beat's pretty fire. Pretty fire. I like it. Next up, we got the homie Mr. Wilson. He said, I produced and recorded this, just trying to see if it would fit for a movie or TV. Thanks for the feedback. All right, let's get it.
Hey, Mr. Wilson!
In the farm, we cruising. All dub, no losing. You can get it if you want. And no, we ain't choosing. Got the drip and it's oozing. Take the whip is exclusive. Diamond shine like the moon. And no, we ain't losing. Shooting my shot where the hoop is. Wondering who is the new kid. Fresh on the scene, it's some new kid. Shawty, she eyeing me through a lens. Haters like, oh, he go again. How he come back with the flow again. How he fresh shot and he going in. How he so cool, got the game on froze, now we slowed in. I just do it for my offspring. Trying to make it for my whole team. Opposition trying to off me. Cause I got accounts and they all see. I got no love for the ones that turn they back on me. Now they really see me going up and they back on me. I ain't really tryna reach out to no one who lost contact with me. Now I'm only breaking bread with the day ones who was down in the grass with me. Slapping every hand that want a handout, no cash or free. Cause I got it out of dirt, I was putting in work while you were fast asleep. In the farm we cruising, all dub, no losing. You can get it if you want, and no, we ain't choosing. Got the drip and it's oozing. Take the whip is exclusive. Diamond shine like the moon, and no, we ain't losing. Getting paper like loose leaf. Never worry, never lose sleep. I'm a beast like the Zuki. They insecure like Lil T. Now they watching me on 2 screens. Guess she like the way I do things. All in her feeling like mood swings. Might as well buy her a mood ring. Yeah, 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 yeah. Where was you at when I was down bad, laying in the mud? Just trying to maintain, and the rain came and you let me in the flood. Said I was lame, what a shame, and you labeled me a dud. Then when the fame came and you changed lanes, now you trying to say we blood. But I'm like a shark in the water, I'm on the attack. Spend a couple mil on the order, and get it right back. My baby say I can't afford her, so I pull out a stack. Now I don't do nothing but spoil her. No, we never lack. In the farm we cruising, all dub, no losing. You can get it if you want, and no, we ain't choosing. Got the drip and it's oozing. Take the whip is exclusive. Diamond shine like the moon, and no, we ain't losing.
Woo. That was fire. That was fire. He said that he produced and recorded that. What? This guy's on another level. Another level. Yeah, that would fit for a movie or TV. Most likely a scripted series. If you're trying to pitch vocalists, if you're a vocalist, you're trying to pitch music, you usually want to pitch it to a sync agency. You can pitch your music to a music library as well, but sync agencies will almost act like as a sports agent and help you find those opportunities for placements. They pitch out your music. If it gets placed, they split the sync fee with you. So you get like an upfront fee. Let's say it's $5,000. They would take like 25% of that. That's a fire track though. Yeah, that was fire. I was about to ask him. Deserto asked him for the YouTube. I'm trying to find his Spotify, bro. Let me add that to my Spotify right now. Let me search your name. Hopefully you got music on here. Hey, Mr. Wilson. I'm not seeing it. If you got a Spotify, let me know so I can add your music. That was clean. All right, next up we got the homie Lil Frey. He said another reality TV vibe that he made. Okay, dope. Putting in work. Nice. This one's good. I like this one, Lil Frey. That has like that Black Ink Crew vibe, like Basketball Wives. I can see that fitting all day. That's a good like light tension track or even a scene opener as well. Solid work. I don't have really any critique on that one because I feel like it fits the context. All right, next up, last but not least, is this will be the last track we're playing. It's gonna be Ransom X. This one's a wine shoot. Bass was out of key, but the track was smooth vibes. Love the sound selection of that the bell like Rhodes used, whatever those keys were nice. Oh, we got one more for Mr. Wilson. I'll play this last one and then that'll be it with the stream. He said another one I did, wrote and produced this as well. This one's called Survive. So last but not least, we got Mr. Wilson and then we're wrapping it up.
Wilson.
Hey, Mr. Wilson!
We just tryna survive, yeah. Tryna make it through the night. Only darkness in my way every day. Oh, I pray we see the light. I told my family to hold on. Everything gon' be alright. Cause we just tryna survive, yeah. Tryna make it through the night. I hope we make it through the night. We tryna survive, we had no option. Tryna make it for my blood, no adoption. My little homie wanted J's, so we caught them. Somebody got him for his J's and we lost him. Got evicted 7 times, we wasn't stable. I remember having no food on the table. I remember mama crying when she prayed for us. Told us don't worry, cause God gon' make a way though. And she was right. Taught me how to play the keys and I fell in love that night. Put the Bible in my hand, told me this gon' save your life. Put the Bible in my hand, told me this gon' save your life. Yeah, it saved my life. Just another story from the struggle. Trying to keep my brothers out of trouble. We was broke, so I felt I had to hustle. Trying to make it out the jungle. We just tryna survive, yeah. Tryna make it through the night. Only darkness in my way every day. Oh, I pray we see the light. I told my family to hold on. Everything gon' be alright. Cause we just tryna survive, yeah. Tryna make it through the night. I hope we make it through the night.
Bro, this guy is flames. Mr. Wilson, hit me on Instagram, bro. We gotta connect on some stuff. That was fire. And I like that you don't cuss in your tracks either. I've noticed that both of them didn't have any cuss words, I'm pretty sure. The first one didn't, or the second one didn't at least. I don't think the first one did either. And that stuff fits for sync all day. I can imagine that being on like All American or something. Like a scripted series. I think I never thought my stuff was good enough. You wild, bro. You are wildin'. There's no way. Those tracks are both fire. I love that line too where you talk about how your mom put the taught you keys, and she said put the Bible in your hand. That was dope.
I remember having no food on the table. J's, so we caught them. Hand told me this gon' save your life. Put the and she was right. I remember mama crying when she prayed for us. Told us don't worry, cause God gon' make a way though. And she was right. Taught me how to play the keys and I fell in love that night. Put the Bible in my hand, told me this gon' save your life. Put the Bible in my hand, told me this gon' save your life. Yeah, it saved my life.
Woo, that joint is fire. Oh my God. Nicely done. She taught you how to play by ear. That's ridiculous. That's dope. You can get that stuff placed for sure. I mean, if you don't want to put it on Spotify, send it straight for sync. I mean, your tracks will get used. You got the sound, the beat, everything's all there. The mixing's clean. You're not cussing, which is good. Like some shows like cussing, like Netflix and stuff like that, but it's not necessary. It's better almost not to, in my opinion. More opportunities that way. That's going to be it for me, though. Nicely done, everybody. You guys did some great work this week. Let's see. Rodway. Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, let's work, man. Let's work. My plan is to, I already talked about this already. My plan is to open up my own library by the end of the year, or seek agency, some type of music licensing company by the end of the year. I really want to put together a strong team, start reaching out for different opportunities. And land some really good opportunities for the community because you guys are talented and it's just inspiring me. The ones that say they aren't good enough are usually the best ones. That's facts. Yes, man. He is rapping, producing, and recording. That was all him. Of course. Thanks for coming through, everybody. I'll see you guys next week. Next week we'll be back Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Great work as always. You guys have a great weekend. And make some music for TV this week, man. I want to see some people come in next week with some tracks that are like, you know what? I watched this show. I feel like my track would fit for this show because my track is this vibe, and this vibe did really well on this show. I would love to hear some people do some like homework, come back, and let me know what you guys created based off that. You guys have a good one.